Hello and welcome everyone to my channel Code with Ease by Varsha. So as we are doing the 3 months preparation kit on HackerRank, so today's question is panagrams. So what are panagrams? Let's take a look. Panagram is a string that contains every letter of the alphabet. Given a sentence, you have to determine whether it is a panagram in English alphabet. We have to ignore the case and return whether it's a panagram or not panagram. So as we can see, it's a famous sentence. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. A to Z, all the alphabets are contained within the sentence. Hence, it is called a panagram. If we see this example, we promptly judged antique ivory buckles for the price. This is not a panagram because letters like X is not covered in this. Okay, so we just have to print out whether it is a panagram or not panagram. We have to return that string. Over here, we will be given the string. So it's basically a string manipulation problem. So let's think of the logic that we can use to solve this. We know that the alphabets A to Z are fixed. Like there are 26 alphabets that we have, and we have to ignore the case. Okay, so if there are fixed number of alphabets, what we can do is we can check if each of the character in the sentence is already among that entire range of 26 alphabets. So if it is, then let's say I can have an array, and in that array I can just keep on checking the box that okay, A is encountered, tick of A, B is encountered, tick of B, C is encountered, tick of C. So like that I can have a boolean array. So I'll just keep on saying boolean, the value will be true once I encounter each of the alphabet. At the end, if my array contains all the values are true, like all the 26 elements in the array are true, which means it is a panagram. But if at least one of them is also false, it's not a panagram. So that is the approach which we are going to take to solve this problem. So let's write the code for this. Let's have a boolean array. Let us call it alphabets, which can be having a fixed size of 26. Now let's have a for loop, which is going to traverse through this entire string. Now what we are going to check now, there can be two things. If you see, this sentence is having a capital T, but everything else is in small case. So we don't know what case we can get in. Okay, it can be a capital letter or it can be a lowercase also. So what we are going to check each time is if the character, okay, let me just take in the character first. S dot cap at I. So this was my character. If this character falls in the range of smaller, like the lower case, then I have to manipulate it accordingly. So what I can say is in alphabet arrays, what index position? So this is the tricky part. I have 26 alphabets in my array. How does the indexing work? It starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. Now every character like A, the first character letter, the alphabet is A. So A will be stored at index 0, B will be stored at index 1. How does it work? It works on something called the ASCII values. ASCII value of A is 97. Now if I do something like whatever character I got, CH minus A, if I do something like this, 97 minus the value of whatever it is, 97. So 97 minus 97 is 0. So obviously at alphabets arrays 0th position it will be stored. So I can just render this to true. So if I found an alphabet which is equal to A, let's say, so A's value will be what? Index number 0. So that calculation we achieved over here. Index number 0, we marked it as true. If we talk of B, 98, 98 minus 97 is 1. At index number 1, B will be stored. So this is what we have to mark it. Else if, now let's talk of the capital A scenario. Same thing. Now again, whether it is capital A or small a, the index position is again going to be relatively the same. So I'll just copy this line and I'll say we always have to do the subtraction with respect to A, which is the first letter. If I am Z, so Z minus A, what will be the relative gap? 25. So at 25th index, Z will be stored, and that is what we want. Now, once this is done, what we are going to check is now again of another for loop we are going to run. This time, what we are going to run is, okay, sorry, this we are going to run through the alphabets array. Okay, so nothing much. We are just going to say if alphabets of I, okay, Let me just store this in a Boolean variable, alphabet of I. If at any given point in time this is false, if not B, if it is false, what am I going to do? I'm going to return, what is that? Not panogram. That's it. And of course, if this is true, I will return panogram. If this condition is never executed, I mean, if this condition is never true. Let's run this. So we have, let's submit. Okay. So that is all about this question on string manipulation, pangrams. I hope you guys found it useful. See you guys in the next video.